מכובדי נשיא המדינה,
Distinguished President Yitzhak Herzog
ורעייתו מיכל,
and his wife Michal,
נשיאת בית המשפט
the
העליון,
President of the
השופטת
Supreme
אסתר
Court, Justice Esther Chayut.
חיות. ואינני רואה אם בן זוגה,
I don't
דוד
see
חיות כאן, אבל אני
if
מכבד
David
אותו גם
Chayut
כן.
is here,
יושב ראש הכנסת אמיר אוחנה ובן זוגו
Speaker
אלון
of
חדד,
the Knesset Amir Ohana and his partner
חברות
Amir Haddad,
וחברי הכנסת,
Knesset members,
ובראשם חבריי,
and
ראשי
especially my good
סיעות
friends,
הקואליציה
the head
החדשה שעבדו כל
of
כך
the
טוב בשיתוף פעולה
factions
חשוב
of the
איתנו.
new coalition who have worked so well in cooperation with us, ministers of the designated government, my fellow citizens.
הממשלה החדשה יוצאת
The
היום
new
לדרך
government is setting out on its journey today
לעצמאות ישראל.
in the middle of Israel's 75th year. This is an important milestone.
קריאה ראשונה, חבר הכנסת שירי. אני רוצה שתהיו בשקט. מה כבר ביקשתי? שתהיו בשקט בזמן שהוא נואם? בבקשה. נאור שירי, קריאה שנייה.
The speaker is calling upon the members of the Knesset to keep silent, calling some members by name before they are forcibly ejected.
חברי הכנסת, בבקשה תהיו
הממשלה החדשה
The new government is setting out on its journey today in the middle of Israel's 75th year. In the first 25 years of the state,
בכל תחומי העשייה.
the foundations were set in all areas. We absorbed a huge amount of immigration, and we fought difficult wars forced upon us by our enemies. In the next 25 years, we saw a foundational and pivotal political upheaval, and we signed peace agreements with previous enemies. In the next 25 years, we accelerated the transition to a free economy, and I am proud of the privilege I had to lead reforms in this area. We made Israel a technological and an innovational powerhouse, and we signed 4 historic peace agreements with Arab countries. We now look forward to the next 25 years, which will bring us to Israel's centenary. In the next 4 years, we'll work so that when we celebrate Israel's 100th anniversary, Israel will be a world powerhouse that flourishes and is strong, whose existence will no longer be cast in doubt. For that reason, we must carry out 3 important tasks. The first, to frustrate Iran's ability to develop a nuclear arsenal that will threaten us and the entire world.
חברי הכנסת, בבקשה. חבר הכנסת להב הרצנו. גם לנו יש גבולות, אי אפשר לדבר ככה ולשמוע את השקרים האלה. פעם אחרונה שאני משיב, אתה בקריאה שנייה. אתה לא תסתום לנו את הפה גם כשאתה
The opposition members are calling out weak in unison.
נבטיח את העליונות הצבאית של ישראל.
We will ensure Israel's military superiority by continual strengthening.
המשימה הראשונה,
The first
חברים כאן צועקים, אבל
task
היא לא חשובה, זה לוודא שאיראן
is to make sure that Iran does not destroy us with an atom bomb. And you are taking that lightly, as if that is a small thing. Thank you very much. The members of the new coalition are applauding. You who supported the nuclear agreement, why don't you listen? You may learn something. Who are you to mock us? What are you talking about? The second task is to develop Israel's infrastructures, including, and listen well, you may laugh, but remember what I am saying today, to develop a bullet train that will travel hundreds of kilometers an hour, that will connect the country from the very north to the very south. We want to do away with the periphery and cause every area of Israel to flourish. The third task is to continue to expand the circle of peace with Arab countries in order to put an end to the Israeli-Arab conflict. These are the three meta goals of our country and our government, and we will not make do with that. The new government will also address other crucial areas to restore quiet and personal security and governability to the state of Israel. We are determined to address the cost of living and the price of housing and to improve the education system for all of Israel's children. We are determined to improve Israel's education system for all of Israel's children, Jews and Arabs, religious and secular, without any exception. Knesset members, I don't need to hear your shouts in order to know that there are among us some disagreements, but there is a broad agreement between us among these tasks that face us, although not for all. I hear the cries of the opposition about the end of democracy, the end of the state. Losing an election is not the end of democracy. It is the essence of democracy. A democratic government is tested, a democratic state is tested first of all by the willingness of the losing side to accept the decision of the majority. In an enlightened democracy, the rules of the game are respected. We saw this in another context in the World Cup. The French fans were disappointed, but they accepted the outcome. And they even applauded the Argentinian team. I know that you won't applaud me, but I do expect you to respect the decision of the electorate and stop calling for rebellion against the government. In a democracy, you don't climb over the fence of the parliament or the capital and try to break into the Knesset.
כשמפסידים לא אומרים
When you lose, you don't say you have to attack the people, you have to respect the people. I am proud of everything we have achieved until now. The peace agreements,
והפך את ישראל למעצמה אנרגטית עצמאית.
the gas we have taken out of the sea that has turned Israel into an energy powerhouse, our victory over COVID, and many, many other achievements. I am proud that we worked together and that we passed this golden age of Israel. And that's exactly what we continue to do for the benefit of all Israel's citizens without any exception. And now,
עכשיו אני מבקש מכל חברי הכנסת להפסיק עם הכפיים.
איפה אני ארגיש כמו מסי?
the speaker asked the Knesset members to stop applauding. I'm going to start feeling like Messi, says the Prime Minister. I hope you'll allow me to say a few words that come from the heart. This is the sixth time. This is the sixth time
חברי הכנסת, חברות הכנסת, זוהי הפעם השישית.
This is the sixth time that I am presenting a government headed by me and to ask for the confidence of the Knesset. And I am moved as much as the first time.
את תחושת השליחות
The sense of mission to ensure the security and future of our state, I draw from the heritage of my grandfather, Rabbi Natan Milikovsky Netanyahu, from my parents of blessed memory, Tzila and Professor Ben-Zion Netanyahu, from my brother Yoni, who fell in Entebbe,
את הכוח להוביל, להנהיג,
the strength to lead I received from you, millions of Israeli citizens who share our path and vision, and first and foremost from my dear and beloved family, from my wife Sarah, who is here today and who is always at my side, and from my sons Yair and Avner, who are always at my side, and from you, my dear ones. This is another opportunity to say thank you. You are the strength of my life, and I love you very, very much.
ברוך אתה אדוני,
Netanyahu is making the Shechayanu prayer, the blessing.
לזמן הזה.
אמן. חברי הכנסת,
You just heard from incoming Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu there addressing his coalition partners as well as the opposition. A fiery exchange between the opposition, some members even removed from the Knesset. Benjamin Netanyahu highlighting the last 75 years of Israel and says he looks forward to the next 25 in the centennial, but specifically looking forward to the next 4 in which he and his incoming government will rule. Now, he also was talking about a 3-point plan to diminish Iran's nuclear capabilities. Number 1, developing Israel. The incoming prime minister is now speaking again. Let's take a listen.
חברות וחברי הכנסת,
Knesset members,
אני מתכבד להציג
I am
בפניכם
honored to present
את
to
הרכבה של
you
ממשלת ישראל ה-37
the 37th Israeli government in alphabetical order. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The Minister of Jerusalem Heritage will be the Minister of Heritage, and Rabbi Amichai Eliyahu will be the Minister. The Minister of Technology and Innovation and Science, Ophir Okones. Chaim Biton, Minister in the Education Ministry. Minister of National Security.
חבר הכנסת מיקי לוי, כיושב ראש לשעבר אתה בטח יודע שלא דופקים פה על השולחנות.
שר במשרד הרווחה.
איתמר בן גביר.
עופר כסיף, קריאה שלישית, נא להוציא אותו.
Minister in the Minister in the Ministry of Social Affairs, Yoav Ben-Zor. Minister of Economy and Industry, MK Nir Barkat. Minister of Construction and Housing and Minister in the PMO, Rabbi Yitzchak Goldknopf. Minister of Defense, MK Yoav Gallant. Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Avi Dichter. Minister in the PMO, Galit Distal Atbarian. A ministry by the name of Strategic Affairs will be established to be headed by our former ambassador in Washington, Ron Dermer. Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Health, and Minister of the Interior, Aryeh Deriya. The Minister of the Periphery, which will now be called the Minister of the Development of the Negev of Gil and National Resilience, Yitzchak Wasserlof. Minister of Culture and Sport, Miki Zohar. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Eli Cohen. Minister of Tourism, Chaim Katz. Minister of Energy, Yisrael Katz. Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Justice, and currently Minister of Intelligence, Yariv Levin. The Minister of Religious Affairs, Michael Malkieli. Minister of Social Affairs, Yaakov Margi. Minister of Immigration, Ophir Sofer. Minister of National Emissions, Orit Struk. Minister of Environmental Protection, Idit Silman. Minister of the Treasury and an additional minister in the Ministry of Defense, who will be in charge of coordinating affairs in in Judea and Samaria, Bezalel Smotrich. Yoav Kish, Minister of Education. Minister of Communications, Shlomo Kari. Minister of Transportation and Road Safety, Miri Regev. Minister of Diaspora Affairs and Social Equality, Amichai Shikli. Thank you.